All right. Good morning, individuals of the internet. Glad to have you here with me today. Today I will be showing off my magic cards. I don't have too many. I'll just be showing off the ones in my two decks I have built right now. Figured why not? I'm bored as hell. It's 2:30 in the morning. I can't sleep, so I might as well show off a little bit. In my pretty pink phone. All right, well let's get right into it then. We're gonna start with my main deck. Oh, one of the cards seems to have gotten away from me. Yeah, put that back in there for you. Do it all neat and fancy like. Alright. This is my green, black, and red deck. It's a beautiful deck. It's not perfect. It's anything but perfect. Anything but. It has a beautiful commander, though. This guy. Not sure if you can read that. That might be. There might be too much glare to read that. Shitty. Here, maybe if I take him out of the. I'll take him out of the sleeve for you. There you go. Wait. Ooh. You guys can. There's too much glare. Anyway, I'll just read it out to you then. Too much glare on that. He is Xylator the Incinerator. He's a he is a 6 mana cost flying commander. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, Xyator the Incinerator deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target. To any target. Oh, and you create 3 treasure tokens. Sorry, I cannot read very well. This may be slow. I'm not going to read all of them. But yeah, he costs 3 mana as well as 1 black, 1 red, and 1 green. My very good commander I have. I used to have a Marin deck, then I found him, and I was like, okay, well, red is just, I need some red in my life, so that's what happened. So that's my commander. Black sleeves. So I vibe like that. Okay, we're gonna go through them basically one at a time. Kind of just, skip over any basic lands, basically, which I just grabbed a bunch of. We have, of course, a Rampant Rejuvenator, which allows him to get free mana for flinging it. Put it on the battlefield and then get free 4 mana at the end. 4 free mana at the end when I fling him. Very nice combination to my deck. Reckless Amplifier. I have a Bear Umbra, which is 1 part in my 2-part infinite pieces with my Aggravated Assault. I put this on my Flying Commander. It gives it so every time he attacks, I get all my mana back. Aggravated Assault, I tap 5 mana. I can have another combat phase. I go infinite as long as nothing can kill my dragon. I go infinite and win through commander damage. Kind of my best win con, but you know how it is. You only get it. I get it sometimes, but not every time. Brother. Not every time. Wouldn't that be lovely? We have Reclamation Sage, a little bit of permanent or artifact and enchantment removal. I need more of it. To be fair, I don't have nearly enough. 1/1 Death Touch, because you never know early game. It gets come in handy a couple times, not a lot. Psionic Resonator, a very beautiful card, allowing me to tap 2 mana to tap this and double any triggered ability. Very fucking nice. Excuse my language. Marin Clan Neltoth for some reanimation. If I'm swinging a Ghalta out there or some big creatures and I'm flinging them, maybe I'll get them back. I used to just have a Marin deck, and I didn't want to just put her into the pile. So I figured I'd throw her in there. I probably shouldn't have her in there, but I do. It's nice. Basic lands. This guy. This one. Yusan the Wandering Bard. A beautiful card. He allows me to tap 3 to tap him and put a chorus counter on him. When I put a chorus counter on him, I look for a creature of equal mana cost and put it on the battlefield for free. Tap him once, bring a 1-drop out, either my Mana Dork or my Death Touch. Second turn, 2, 2 taps. I bring out Tribal Elder, stuff like that. Very, very, very nice. Vat Emergence, some basic reanimation, just in case. Again, Golta swinging him around. Plus it proliferates if we got any counters running around. Which I often do. So I'm singing your Langstrom. That's not how you pronounce it. Everyone tells me that's not how you pronounce it. I do not care. When he comes to the battlefield, I put a basic land onto the battlefield. When he dies, I draw a card. Very good, especially in a fling deck. Old One Eye. Need I say more? Big creature can be reanimated if I have a full hand that I don't need a lot of, or if I can just reanimate that stuff because I like to reanimate things. I really, really do. Plus, he creates another Tyrannid when he comes in. Very, very good. Giving everything trample as well. Just a win in every conceivable way, especially in green because I ramp really hard. Harvester of Souls. He's a 5/5 Death Touch, mono black. Allows me to draw a card for every non-token creature that dies, not including himself. I draw a card. Very good. Demise Reach, basic looking ramp. I have a Diabolical Tutor to search for whatever I want. Very good. Garruk's Uprising for card draw and trample. This is a fling. This is kind of a mix between a fling big creature fling deck / big stompy with a little bit of Voltron in there, because yeah, we got some draw, or sorry, I should say the names. Riska's Expertise for drawing cards. We've got a Goblin Anchromancer for making my red and green cards cost less. One of my favorites. Railway Brawler doubles the size of whatever creature enters, or puts equal counters to the size of the creature that enters. So I bring my Golta in for 2 when I have enough big creatures out, and he becomes a 24/24 for 2 fucking mana. Can't complain. It's not a perfect deck, but it's a good in the low tiers. Crypt Gas to make all my blacks better. Very good. I have a Cinderglade, just a better basic land, basically. In my experience. Champion of the Malt. She's kind of a filler card, I won't lie. I need to note, as I get better at Magic, I learned that I have a lot of cards that I should be using that I am not, and that I could make this deck better, I just don't have the time or the energy to go through the entire thing and rebuild it again. So it's kind of bad sometimes. It's really good when it works, and it's really bad when it doesn't work. That's the thing about this one. Arcane Signet for basic, you never know. Forgotten Ancient, very good. Allows me to put a 1/1 counter on him every single time a spell is played from anyone. And I can move those counters around at the beginning of my turn. Which is great for Voltron or Fling, because I move all those counters around and then gain them over and over again. Move them on to fling things. Pyrrhic Blast, just in case I feel like flinging twice. Say I have a Golta, and I fling him, and I happen to have some 1-drop cards that when creatures die, they don't die. And then I feel like flinging him again, say, to win, if I ever, depending. Lightning Greaves, because, come on. That's a 6/6 flying commander with a good ability. Do you know how many times it gets sniped a turn? On a fucking game? Probably about 6 in my experience. I'd say I get, between the counter spells and the kill spells, I'm usually popping 12 to 14 mana to get my commander out, and sometimes I'm still fucking winning. It sucks. It really sucks. But if that lightning cruise, but people know, because I'll put a Black Blade and a double strike on it, and I'll kill them in 1 turn. Give a shit. I'll turn that fucking into a 12/12 fucking flying commander, and I'll take you out 1 turn. Everyone looks at me, oh, he's at 4 health, he's fine. Then the aggravated assault and Barrog will come out 1 turn, and the next thing you know, everyone else is dead. I'm at 4 health. Everyone thinks I'm gonna lose, but then sometimes it doesn't. Anyway, Nyxborn Hydra, kind of like Black Blade. He's an X drop that allows me to buff another creature. When that creature dies, this guy comes on. It also gives them reach and trample, so very nice. Yeah, reach and trample. So, put that on your commander. Now for the second portion of the deck, We have, ooh, look the devil. Blackblade Reforged. Very good card. Blackblade allows me to, and when I equip it to a creature, it gives that creature power, or +1/+1 equal to, or +1, yeah, +1/+1 equal to the amount of mana I have on the field. Really fucking good in a ramping green deck. Not the best ramp, but I have some good ramp. Not a lot of it's shown up for some reason. Oh, we got a Skull Prophet, basic green black mana dork. Emerald Medallion makes my greens cost less. Genesis Hydra, an X dropped Hydra, allows me to look at the top X cards. He gets X power and X cards, so if I tap for 7, then I'm gonna draw 5 cards, and he's gonna be a 5/5, and I get to find a 5/5 creature, I believe, from that. Yeah, I believe that's non-land permanent, so it can be artifacts too, of equal to the amount I dump into it. So if it's 7, it'll be 5, because he has 2 overlapping, green mana. Death's Presence. Beautiful in this fling deck. I bring that 24/24 Ghalta out. I place him on the battlefield. I fling him. Oh, he is dead. I lose 24/20 counters. I don't feel like it. Those 24/24 counters, I'm gonna move them, each and every one, onto whatever the hell creature I want. And if I just spam out a bunch of little creatures over and over again, just, throw them in the side while I'm flinging big guys, and I can just keep turning my big ones little, or my little ones big, over and over again, or put them on, or fuck it, put it on my commander if I feel like it. Not dead after all. 1 drop. 1 blown a black. Instant. Until end of turn, target creature controls gains. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield, tapped under its owner's control, then create a Wicked Roll token attached to it. I don't care what a Wicked token control is. I never read that. I can't read for shit. I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty dyslexic. So I might guess, some of these I might just be getting wrong. People have to call me on it. It's on them. Fauna Shaman. It's a 2-drop. You put it on the battlefield, you tap 1, you discard any creature from your hand and look for any other. Put it into your hand. Really good. I'm sitting there, I'm going, well, I don't have enough land. Let me go find a mana dork. Oh, I've got all these creatures I don't really care for. Let me go find Ghalta Primal Hunger really quick. Mortuary Mires. Black land that allows me to put a creature card on the top of my library from my graveyard. Works in a fling deck. Put Ghalta or something on there, or one of my other big creatures. I'll talk about Ghalta a lot because he's my favorite. Ghalta's my good boy. He's a very good boy. Evolving Wilds, obviously, everyone knows that. Rampant Growth, another random growth card, One of my babies, my boys. The guys I sit next to, kind of like, you can call them part of the goon squad. Of my commander's goon squad, little flying goon squad, because I've got like a lot of big creatures for the ground, and then I've got a lot of funky black creatures for the sky. That's kind of how you can think of it. It's like green on the ground and black in the sky. Is kind of how I got this. So I got a Rankle Master of Pranks. I'm gonna read this one real quick. Let's see. We got he's a 4-drop, 2 mana, 2 black mana, legendary flying fairy rogue. He has flying and haste, so I can immediately swing him once I play him. So nobody is ever ready for my boy Rankle Master of Pranks. Whenever Rankle Master of Pranks deals combat damage to a player, choose any number of these 3 abilities. I can choose to play all 3, or just 1 or 2 of them. Each player discards a card. Each player loses 1 life and draws a card. Or each player sacrifices a creature. Those are the 3 abilities. Each player discards a card. Ability 1. Each player loses 1 life and draws a card. Ability 2. Each player sacrifices a creature. Ability 3. I can play all 3 at once. I can't play multiple of the same in 1 turn. That would be too much. But with haste and my flyer, I just keep swinging them and I'm bringing them out, and it's pretty great. I just draw cards constantly. It has fucked me over though, and I've kind of forget that everyone draws cards and not just me, and I'm like, oh shit, whoops, you guys drawing cards too. My bad, homie. But yeah, so that's that one. Let's see where. Speaking of big black things that fly through the sky, part of the 3rd member of the Goon Squad is. That's right. Gingy of the Midnight Sky, a beautiful menace of a creature. He is a flying 5/5 menace 5-drop. And when he dies, you choose one. Each opponent discards 2 cards and loses 2 life. Opponents, not myself. Put target non-dragon creature card from your graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, lose 2 life. Very good. Very, very good. He was in my Marin deck, which made him even more deliciously destructive, and I've been considering recreating that if it wasn't for how cool this guy is. I mean, come on. He's a demon dragon. Can you blame me? A lot of people can. A lot of people hate me. Sometimes I hate me. As I was saying. Oh, Command Tower. I like this guy. This guy's good. He kind of builds to my whole trying to get as many big things to fling around on the field as possible, while distracting you from my commander. Kind of. This is Coursewood Crasher. He is a 6/6 trample. Whenever one or more creatures you control with trample deal combat damage to a player, create an XX green dinosaur beast creature token with trample, where X is the amount of damage those creatures dealt to that player. Very bloody nice. I hit you with Ghalta to put my 14/14 Ghalta. No, and Railway Brawlers on the... Yeah, if Railway Brawlers on the field, I play a Ghalta down. And I'm able to hit... He's a 24/24 because of Railway Brawler. I'm able to hit you. This guy's also on the field. I will create a 24/24 trample creature. It's not a 24/24 trample creature. It's a 48/48 because Railway Brawler will activate it and give it double the counters. I will fling that and kill you instantaneously, or someone else on the board just to scare the shit out of you. Unless someone, does. This is also saying, allowing me to do my thing. I play with some blue players, man. My other deck is actually a blue, black, and red deck, and it's basically designed to attack this one because my sister likes to play with me. So I haven't fully, have one designated deck that's just like the best deck I have. I've tried to keep them even because I only have 2, and she likes to play with me, which I'm very grateful for that she likes to play, that she enjoys playing. So I've kind of let her kind of play that deck mostly, and I mostly play this one. But I've made it so that it's kind of a counter almost to mine in a way, kind of an equal counter, but able to stand against it. She's got a lot of kill spells and removal and stuff. And we got a Decree of Pain, which is my favorite thing to say before I play. I like to say, I just go, it's like, okay, it's your turn. And I'm like, Decree of Pain. It never stops to tell people to shut me the fuck up. Anyway, it's a 8-drop board wipe, mono black. Destroy all creatures. They can't be regenerated. I don't know what that means, but it's probably bad. Draw a card for each creature destroyed this way. So I just destroyed your whole board state? It says nothing about token creatures. I have 100% drawn myself out destroying everyone's board states before. I have literally people token spam Infinite Squirrels. I'm not sure if you guys know about Infinite Squirrels. My buddy has an Infinite Squirrel deck and I hate him. I want his balls to fall off. But I don't actually mean that. I just hope he gets like a mild testicular torsion that's like fixable. But I do hope he feels extreme ball pain that is temporary. But anyway, he create 10 billion squirrels. I have to draw 10 billion cards. I draw myself out. Is what it is. But it's very good because if it's a smaller board state with bigger creatures and stuff like that, well, I get to draw 10 cards and cycle through a couple. You know what I mean? We got a Dread Return. Basic Dread Return, basic reanimation from the graveyard to the battlefield. Boom, bring my Ghalta back or whatever. Infernal Grasp. This is a destroy target creature, lose 2 life. Basic kill spell. You gotta have a couple, especially when you're fighting people who have a lot. Chromatic Lantern. All my mana's tapped for whatever color I want. Very effective because I don't have a lot of reds. It's a long story. I got the Black Gate land. A very good land. Let me read this. So I won't read the top part, it doesn't really matter. But 1 mana, 1 black mana, tap. Choose a player with the most life or tied for most life. Target creature can't be blocked by creature that player controls this turn. so I hit you for free. Yeah, I like it. I've used it to win only a very few times. It's not the most effective card, unless you know how to use it well. I mean, get a creature swing for free. It's pretty fun. Sometimes I forget I'm using it, but it's alright. Soul's Majesty, draw cards equals the strongest creature. Pretty simple. Undergrowth Stadium, basic land, green black land can enters untapped unless you are fighting more than two people. Golgari Guildgate, it's just another black green because again I had a Golgari deck that was a Marin Golgari deck, and then I took her apart to make this one. That's the whole thing. And then Supernatural Stamina, another thing that attaches to a creature. When it dies, it just comes back. Very fun. Scrag Goliath. Love this spy. You tap his mana cost to attach him to a creature. You give that creature +9/+9 and trample until end of turn. Very good, quick, out of the blue, not in damage. Nobody sees coming. It's no like, put on the battlefield one turn, then it's a quick, but next turn, you just it out onto the battlefield. High cost, high reward. Not my favorite card. I should honestly think about looking for something better, but I just don't have it. Oh, there she is, my baby. Aggravated Assault. Charged in several counties. Just kidding, I don't live in America. If I did, then that would be a true statement, but I don't because I don't. Basic 3-drop, mono red, Aggravated Assault. Tap for 5, 3 mana, 2 black, 2 red mana. Untap all creatures you control. If it's the main phase, there is an additional combat phase, followed by an additional main phase. Activate only as a sorcery. With Bear Umbra giving me mana back every time I hit, with the equipped creature with Bear Umbra, I go infinite with those two. Instantaneously. And I win, unless someone can kill spell it, or block it with enough damage. But, you know, Black 8. But, yeah, if I use the Black 8, I win. Anyway, with that combo, Spearbreaker. Love me a Spearbreaker. Spearbreaker is my boy. He's part of the Ground Goon Squad, making all my shit indestructible. Which, by the way, I learned mid-game, or rather, my friend learned in a very unhappy way, that death and sacrifice are two different things. Indestructible creatures cannot die, but they can be sacrificed. Which means that giant creature or that tiny creature, or medium-sized creature, I used to block his creature, or his death touch, or whatever it was, that didn't die, and then I flung it next turn, killing it anyway in front of him, but still getting the damage through, or whatever. Uh, you know, fuck you, buddy. Anyway, let me read it. If we can heat it over here. Tap 1. Target creature with power 5 or greater gains indestructible until end of turn. Very simple. It also has indestructible, and it's a 5/5 itself. But yeah, so I swing at you with a 24/24 trample. You block with a 1/1 death touch, and I made it invincible. You take 23 damage. Next, end of turn, I fling that 24 at you, and you hate me, and you call me slur. And I chuckle. Tribal Elder. He's a good one. Tribal Elder is a 2-drop, mono green. Sacrifice Tribal Elder. Search your library for a basic land card. Put that card onto the battlefield tapped. Then shuffle. Very nice. Bring him in, sack him. He was my main piece in my Marin deck, where I would just cycle him over and over again and ramp till for shit. He's very good early game ramp. He's very good late game. He's just free land is never bad unless you have too much land. Balrog of Moria, very good card. 7-drop, red black. Trample haste. He has trample and haste. Whenever Balrog of Moria dies, you may exile it. When you do, each opponent exiles up to 1 target creature that player controls. Pretty good. And let's see. And you can cycle him to create true Tetra tokens, but I've never done that in my life because I would never do that to him. He's a good boy. Burnished Heart, 3-drop, tap 3, get 3 land. Pretty good. Elvish Mystic, 1/1 mono green, mana dork. My baby, Ghalta Primal Hunger, 12/12 12-drop. This spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total power of creatures you control. It has trample. That means it costs two, if you have more than 12 power overall on the battlefield, it costs 2 green mana. It can't go any lower than that, though. 2 green mana is the lowest it can go, but that's still pretty fucking good for a 12 drop. Final Vengeance. Exile, Black Exile. I sacrifice a creature and exile one of yours. Great, which was really good in my Marin deck, because I sacrifice a creature, bring it back, but get rid of yours permanently, even if you do have Resurrection. Mage Slayer, very good. Whatever damage the creature does, is doubled, except for not in its power. Mage Slayer does equal power to the creature to you, so if it's commander, you do 20 commander. 20 more damage will go through killing them, but it won't kill them from commander. Or let's say 19, so whatever. But it doesn't do commander. The artifact itself does equal damage to the creature you're swinging, to the player. Also, Fierce Empath allows me to search for a 6 or higher mana drop creature and put it into my hand. One hit is played onto the battlefield. Very good. Another really good one that was used that I cycled in Marin of Clan Neltoth to find Galta and all those other ones. And any ones I wanted. I wasn't very good back then, though, so my deck was terrible. We have a Dark Ritual, tap 1 to get 3. Basic, pretty much every black deck should have it. A Kai Battle Squad, 6/6 drop. Oh no. Whenever one or more modified creatures you control attack, untap all modified creatures you control. After this combat phase, there's an additional combat phase. Ability triggers only once each turn. So I can have 2 combat phases if I have modified creatures. It was really good in my I had a precon, the snake precon, the samurai snake precon. I can't remember what it was called, but I had that and I took that apart. Yeah, I still have most of it. I took some of it into this, some of it into other things, but it's mostly taken apart because I need to buy more land. I have a Soul Ring, nice little art for that. An Hollowed Pact. Put it onto a creature. That creature comes back to under my control when they die. I can put that on other people's shit too. Steal their shit. Hoarding Dragon. He's a little dragon, and he basically when he arrives on the battlefield, I exile the card. I search for an artifact and exile it. And then when Hoarding Dragon dies, that exiled artifact goes into my hand. Sorry, I forgot about that. I'm getting speedy, because this video is going a lot longer than I wanted it to. We got Fire Shrieker. Basic enchantment that gives creatures double strike. Very good on my 6/6 flying commander. Necrogen Communion. Another card that that makes it so when a creature dies it just comes back, but it gives a toxic 2. Now before you judge me for that, I will have you know that I made a Marin deck and saw the idea of Toxic because my friend was giving me cards and he was teaching me how to play. He was getting me into the game. Marin was my first deck because I really liked the idea of Necromancy. I'm kind of, I really like, she's like a baddie with a flaming green skull, cool creature. I'm like, I'm all fucking into that, a guy who doesn't know anything about magic or anything like that. I'm like, okay, that's what I want. Getting into it is a fucking badass goth Necromancer. And he's showing me these cards. He goes, "Oh, I don't want these cards. Toxic, this, blah blah blah, toxic. Oh, when you get 10 toxic counters, you win." I'm like, toxic? That's all I need to win with a reanimation creature. I can proliferate those counters. There are creatures that when they enter, they proliferate and proliferate. I'm like, hey, hold on a minute. With a necromancer, a proliferation toxic necromancer, that's amazing. I went to the card shop, played with some randoms, and hated myself, and I still do. And they explained to me that nobody in this entire community can join. Everyone hates Toxic so much, and that they hate me for liking Toxic. And I hated him for making me like Toxic or giving me a bunch of Toxic. I have enough Toxic cards to make a good, moderately good green and black Toxic deck. So that's why, but that's only, I do not use the Toxic effect on it, okay? I usually just ignore it's on there. Sometimes I'll say it, I don't know why, just to piss people off, but I only use the other effect. Please don't kill me. Eternal Witness. Bring a card from my graveyard into my hand, yeah. Pretty good. Cankerbloom. Cankerbloom was a part of my Marin toxic thing. You bring him on the battlefield, you sack him to proliferate. I can proliferate Marin's XP counters, and I can proliferate. I've stopped talking about my deck and started talking about this. Anyway, I use him as removal. He's removal for me. Elvish Harbinger, a great mana dork that allows me to look for an elf card and put it on top of my library. I usually look for Fierce Empath so that I can then look for bigger creatures. Or I look for other elves that I have, like Elvish or like Reclamation Sage, to get rid of something really bad, like Grave Pact, which I own, but I don't have in this deck, because I'm not a sadist. Skullspore Nexus, very good, it's part of my combo. This spell costs X less to cast, where X has the greatest power among creatures you control, usually Yalta. Whenever one or more non-token creatures you control dies, create a green fungus dinosaur creature token with base power and toughness equal to the total power of those creatures. If that and Death Presence are on the battlefield, I will literally sit there and farm my own power, like stroking my hog in the heat. It just keeps getting mustier in the corner. And I fling my shit. And I make more. And I keep the counters. And and when people see that, they go, okay, I need to kill him as fast as humanly possible. And I almost always die because I'm so focused on making my musky guys in the corner, I don't notice everyone trying to kill me. Even alive, I sacrifice a creature and exile one of yours. Only costs one. Really, really good. Cultivate, another basic ramp. And the other three are basic lands. That is my deck. I thank you for watching. If you're watching this long, I appreciate you. If not, well, then you'll never know. But you have yourself a splendid rest of your morning. It's 2:54 in the morning for me. I was going to do the other deck in a second video, but I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to show off my little dice. They're bark green because I had less than $20 in my pocket and they were the cheapest ones. I hope you have a splendid rest of your night, day, or other time. Out of time, maybe. Hopefully not, but you never know with these days. I was the Yellow Fellow, sharing my magic cards, and I'll see you on the flip.